Hey guys, welcome back. So today we got 21 G70 3.3. Customer complained about um, overheating, and I called the water pump on this because our water pump is leaking already, and it's leaking through the pee hole. Right? Um, it's almost the same as the one that I did last time. The posted a video of it, but and this one the difference is this bracket for this intercooler piping or for the intake, it's on the way. So we're gonna remove that guy. We just have to remove all this. I think the best way is to remove the air boxes, right? Or you can just remove the hose here, and then we're gonna remove the lower part that's going to the turbo, that hose, and then we can at least remove this bracket here, and then we can work freely on this area here, right? Because I don't think there's an access for the yeah, there's no access at all. So I'm gonna remove this part here and see. Pretty bug, yeah. Okay, so our first step will be removing these hoses. Let's try doing that first. Um, Maybe it will. We have more room. We'll just put it on the side, right? And these hoses are a little bit. They're tight, so you need a pick. Just go around with the pipe to free up everything. Still not moving. Wow. Sometimes what I do is I just spray silicone there, right? To spray some on the inner part of this hose. It's so tight, man. Why? We're almost there. Okay, so maybe we can try like that. I'm gonna remove these guys here. We got two here. So I think the best way is just to remove this part here on our bypass bulb here. Okay. We're gonna do the other side of that hose. Same thing, you're gonna use your pick. And then spray some silicone there. And while you're doing around on the pipe, you can also push it, right? Push toward outside. Okay, let's try this. This will move. Okay. Okay, let's hide this if we can hide it so that it will not interfere in our work. This guy, I guess, put it, just leave it like that for now. Okay, now we have one 10 mm bracket for this pipe here for our throttle body. You need to remove that, And then you can just remove the hose clamps. There's three, right? So let's remove this 10 mm first. And also, so that we have space to pull out this bracket, we're gonna remove this hose here, or just loosen it so that we can pull out this pipe. So let's do that. So I'm using a flat screwdriver right now. The cap that goes in through here is missing, but if the cap is still there, you can use a vice grip. Well, technically, this is not a flat screwdriver, it's a pry bar. Okay, and it looks like that's loose. Then let's just remove these connections here so that will not stress whatever wire is in there. And I think this guy at the bottom, I'm just gonna remove the bolt there that holds this bypass bulb here. Now, spray some there. Okay, so that's out a little bit now. That's okay, just leave it like that. Okay, now we're gonna focus our stuff to the screws here. So there's one there, there's one on the other side, and one at the bottom. So usually, if there's a cap there, if you can remove the cap, that's gonna be easier. If not, we're gonna use our vice grip. We can turn it, or let's try removing this because I think that's easier. So I'm gonna remove this guy. This is gonna be no. You know what? Let me remove that cap. You know what? Won't let me do that. Not enough space here. There's not enough space. Okay, oh my goodness. Can I turn it by hand? I think so. I need to move this guy. I really need to move that guy. I think the fastest way is if I'm gonna remove that part there. Ay, okay, so change change strategy. We're gonna remove our I'm gonna remove this bracket here. I'm gonna go in there. I think. Is it? Is it more easier? I think so. For me. Um, gonna remove this air box here. Okay. Uh, put your air box aside. I'm gonna remove one clamp there, going to the turbo side. So we can remove this whole pipe. Okay, it's out. Okay, do you have enough space for this guy? And this side, there's no space at all too. So I guess I'm gonna continue on this side here. At least we have more space for our vice grip to turn. Because the other end of this hose, um, that's tight there too. It's blocking there. So now, let's spray some silicone in it. Oh man. Unless we're gonna remove it when we're gonna remove our bracket. Because as you can see here, this pipe, it's too, there's no room to go around with it, right? Or to move it out. So we're just gonna leave it like that for now. At least it's free, right? So just use your pick there to free it up. And then we're gonna do the other side. And then maybe we can pull it as a whole unit, and it's easier that this hose will come off, right? So I'm gonna do the other side now. So it's the same thing. I remove this brace here, or a bracket. Put it aside. Our air box. Out. Okay. So that's out already in our hose. So we can just, same thing. I'm removing the clamp that goes into our turbo. Go to the compressor side, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's the side of the turbo compressor. Because the exhaust side is turbine side. Why is it too tight, man? More. Okay. Okay, so that's out. Put it aside. Okay, so on this side here, since the, oh man, okay, like that. Since our cap on that guy, under clamp, is off, so I'm just gonna use a flat screwdriver in there, right, to remove that, or to loosen it. Not remove the whole thing, but just to loosen the clamp. What? No, she didn't call me. Yeah, I'll do the alignment. So loosen that. Spray some silicone. Oh, no more. Come on. Okay. I need to grab more spray for that. Anyway, so we're just gonna loosen this hose using your pick. That's loose already. Okay, that's moving. Okay, so two sides of the hose are all off now on this bracket. Now we're gonna do the bottom one. So you guys will be staying here. Okay, so you guys can't see anything, but it's at the bottom part. So same thing, I'm gonna use a vice grip because there's a cap in there. So just loosen that clamp there. Sorry. Okay, looks like that's loose. That's good. Okay, so now there's two. I think this is 12, maybe 14. Is it 14? Okay, 14. That's 14 mm per bracket. Uh, let's remove this guy. Okay, same thing on the other side. Okay, now let me grab my air ratchet. So I'm removing the other side. The other side right now. So I'll remove this side here. Okay. Can we move it? Okay, good. So we can move that thing now. Now, what will be our... So we need to remove this guy from the stud. Okay, just pull it. Pull it hard. And then... What was that? What drop? Okay, so other side is off now. This guy's still tight here. That's still tight. Okay, that's loose. I'm gonna remove that later. That cap there. Because that's gonna be consuming on time when you're gonna... Come on. Okay. So left and right is out. Now the bottom part. We're gonna remove this bottom part now. It should be easy, I think, because that's all loose now. I think it's just that rubber that gets stuck on that. Come on. So sometimes I need to use a silicone spray just to lubricate that guy. Wow, that's tight, man. That's tight. Can I spray more? Let's see if you can spray more there. Come on. So that's out. Okay, so we took out the whole thing. At least we have space now to work on this thing. So yeah, same thing. We loosen this, or you know, move this tensioner so we can remove this belt. We can, you know, leave the belt. We're just concerned about the water pump side. But before doing that, let's loosen this pulley. Okay, so if you don't have power tool, leave the belt off. Leave the belt on first. At least you have tension there, and the pulley is just staying in one position, right? But if you have a power tool, you can always remove that with a power tool. It's just 10 mm. So now we're gonna go in there. I think that's 19. 19 mm, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Let's see if I'm correct. Okay, good. 19. Oops. So we need to move this tensioner in this direction. Okay. And make sure you, what do you call that? You take a note on how's the pattern on this belt. Okay, we can remove this socket. Come on. Okay. And then this is gonna be just straightforward. The challenging part on this one was just removing that um, bracket. Huh? So the challenging part was that just removing this stupid bracket here, right? Anyway, right now it should be easy. Okay. Then we're just gonna remove our water pump assembly. And there's a hose there that goes into the water pump. You have to remove that too. So yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so here's our part number for our coolant pump or water pump. And here's our gasket. Okay, so we're ready to remove this. And let me remove this hose first. Oh, that's tight. That is tight. Oops. Wait. My My bucket there, it's in the wrong spot. Okay, so let it drain there. While we're gonna start removing stuff. So we got some 12 mm there. Oh man. Hi. Some 12 mm, 10 mm, and one Allen. Oh wow, why is it loose? That's not good. That's loose. Maybe that's why it's leaking, because it's loose. Wait. That's not good. That's not good. So this Allen is HW6. Okay. H66. And I just read in our manual because I was checking the torque spec on this one. This one is 19.4 foot-pound. The 12 mm are all 17. The rest are 8.7, right? You have to order a new bolt on this one. But I didn't know that. I'm just gonna reuse that. But so far, I never had a problem with that, reusing it. But just in case, if you guys are gonna be doing this, at least you're gonna do that. Replace the new one bolt there. And next time, when I do this type of job too, I'll do that. And then I'm gonna remove all the 10 mm bolts there. Oh, that's tight. So if you're not sure, because that's two different sizes there, right? It's either you grab your new water pump and put the bolts when you remove those in the new water pump, right? So at least you know where it belongs. So let's try doing that. Or you can cut the cardboard, right? And then you can, what do you call that? You can put your bolts there. So I have my water pump here, the new one. So I'm gonna put that where it belongs. Oh no. That's the top one. And also you can see also the new water pump. Where are all the bolts, right? So that's handy. I'm just gonna remove all the 10 mm first. There's one 10 mm at the corner. Oh man. So I said that don't remove your belt, but I just remove it because there's one bolt, 10 mm bolt there. It's gonna be near on the crankshaft pulley. thin one. You have different sizes, okay? That's it. And then there's one more 10 here. One more 10 mm. Okay. So I think all the bolts are out. I should be able to remove this guy. Let me move the bucket there first. Still tight. Okay. That's our water pump there. So I'm just gonna transfer quick all the bolts on this old one. Let's remove this gasket, and then we're gonna try to clean it. Grab your blade and rags. Just gonna try taking out this old gasket here. Okay, I think I did my best to clean all whatever is in there. Okay. Okay, looks good. So now we're just gonna install the new one. Install the new one with a gasket. So the old pump has the dowel pins on it, right? We need to take that out so that at least we have a guide, because right now it's missing, and one there and one here on top. So let me remove that first. Okay, so I remove our dowel pins there. So I just use a punch like this, take it out. Now we're gonna put this back in. And also just clean a little bit of the rust in there so that our new water pump will go in easy. Okay, so our guide pins there, it's on position right now. Okay, just put your bolts back on. Okay, so let's tighten all the 12 bolts first. Then let's do our 10 mm. Okay, and last is the special bolt here. Okay, so now we're just gonna torque them. I'm gonna do the 12 mm first, so that's 17. That's 17 foot-pound. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, next is we're gonna do that special bolt there, 19, using the Allen key. Okay, now I have to remove that later. And then we'll do the 10 mm, so 8.7 foot-pound, but I'll just do 10 foot-pound. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, our water pump is in now. Let me just remove this guy. Oh, okay. Just leave it like that. I'm just gonna spray some water. Make sure your piping here, right, that's covered. Don't put any water there because that's going to the intake. Just gonna clean some coolant residue right now. And if you have some blow gun, blow it with some air. Okay, so it looks like everything is there now. Next is we're gonna install our hose here. Don't forget about this hose, because if you forgot about this later, it's just gonna leak. So don't forget about that guy. And as much as possible, where you remove the clamp, put it in the same way, right? Because the groove of the old clamp, if you put it somewhere different, it's gonna create a leak. Okay, so that's on. We're gonna put our pulley, and since this is a 10 mm, more or less the same as the torque there, 8.7, right? So you can torque this later. Once there's a belt that's gonna hold the pulley, so you can torque this later. As of now, just snag it. Okay, so before I put our bracket on, it's just pretty straightforward. Just this pretty straightforward. Since this one I can remove this, I'm just gonna remove this cap here, right? So it's easier. I'm just gonna use a flat screwdriver for that when I install the clamp. So um, yeah, so before you put your bracket there for our intercooler piping, put your belt first, don't forget. And then yeah, and then we'll come back once I finish everything. I'm just gonna go through all that because there's too much work already. And we'll just come back when I'm gonna start filling up with coolant. Okay, so I'm done with the job already. Now we're just gonna fill this coolant. I'm gonna vacuum fill first. So I just got this from Amazon. There's different types of adapter here. So you just use that. And so basically we're just gonna put the cooling system in a vacuum state and fill it once we open the valve. And then here's our hose, and that's going to the bucket for our coolant. Okay, once you put that in vacuum, we can open the valve, and there should be a flow of coolant going into our radiator. Okay, I think we're done there. Okay, just put this aside for now. Then we're gonna use our funnel because we're gonna bleed it again using the scan tool, right? And sometimes I've been saying this, that the Genesis engine is so hard to bleed. So after I bleed with the scan tool, I'm gonna bleed it normally, right? I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna go inside the car and do that, and then I'm gonna start this vehicle. Okay, so I'm connected with my scan tool right now. I'm just gonna show you where I go. It's gonna be, if you have an aftermarket scan tool, it's gonna be on your special functions. If you have the factory scan tool, it's gonna be on your software management and engine control, and we're gonna go to engine feeling mode. And you can't really go through with this first because you have to warm up the engine at least at 75 degrees, the water temperature, and that's the time you can go through with that. So far, we don't have any warning lights there. So it's just gonna tell you the engine idle, the heater is off on this side here. So it needs to be at 75 degrees. If we're gonna press the read, we're still at 31. So I still have to wait for that. And once I'm done with the scan tool, usually I will just go to my data feeds there and then check the cooling fan and the water temperature, because at around 108 the water or the coolant will start going up on the funnel and it's gonna create some mess. So I just monitor that so that I can turn it off right away, or you can just watch on your funnel there if it starts to go up. And what I do also, because I turn on our heater, right, max, and then just raise the RPM like that to help take out those bubbles, especially on our heater core side. So that's usually what I do when I bleed these Genesis models or Genesis cars. So let's just double check our water pump, make sure there's no leak, and that's it. Okay, so it's kind of loud. So far, we don't have any leaks there, which is good, right? I'm just gonna monitor it for now while I'm doing my bleeding process. And that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you next time. Thank you for watching.